Under 2 to go in the half. 40-20 Hornets. Brooklyn.
Under 2 to go in the half.
Near side to the right.
Hornets.
Gave it up to Kimball. Far side left.
Under 2 to
Now
go
for
in the half.
Kristoviak.
Near side to the right.
Top side of the right to Kimball.
Gave it up to
Backdoor
Kimball.
feed
Far side
and
left.
a
Now for
bump
Kristoviak.
on the attempted catch.
Top side of the right to Kimball.
Backdoor feed and
left.
a bump on the attempted catch.
Top side of the right to Kimball. Backdoor feed.
Shep has tried to catch that.
A bump.
She'll now check out with 4 points. Kimball's got it, wants a 3 and knocks it down. Kimball's got 10, 43-20. 90 seconds to go in the half. Right side 3 attempt, rim no for Jones. And it comes back to the Hornets, up by 23. Top side left. Williams with it. Post entry feed to Green. She lost the handle. On the run back, Redfern up the right side. She threw it into traffic, and Green knocked it out of bounds. Closing in on a minute to go in the opening half. Running into traffic. We're going to get a dual possession call on the strong take off that right side. And the arrow, as much of the opening half has gone, favors SU. Kimball on a skip, far side left. Kristoviak gave it up. Williams back to Kimball, 15 to shoot. Kimball between the rings into a double team and a timeout taken by the Hornets. It's a 30-second timeout. But right here. SU is on a 7-0 run. In the last 3:41, a 10-2 run in the last 4 minutes and 11 seconds. That means the Royals have gone scoreless for almost 4 minutes. Kristoviak to the left of the Royals bench to inbound. Gave it up to Kimball. Near side of the right to Green. 9 to shoot to the doorstep. Campbell. She'll score. (45-20) Hornets. Washington on the bounce. Swings it. Top side of the right to Hamlin. Now near side left to Washington. Left corner. It got kicked into that corner to Lucas. Back around to the far side right with 7 to shoot. A fadeaway and a great looking one at that for Redfern. She's got 7. 45-22. 2 seconds to go. Green tried to catch in midair and let it fly and came up empty. At the end of the first half, SU leads Eastern Mennonite 45-22. Will take a timeout. Come back with head baseball coach Kevin Anderson. Stand by for that on the SU Hornet Sports Network. half. SU with the 45-22 lead here on the SU Hornet Sports Network. Well, we're kind enough to be joined by SU head baseball coach Kevin Anderson, and it's my understanding that you're one of Josh Kirby's favorite people.
Well, thank you very much. What a great guy he is.
Last year was quite the season for Hornets baseball.
Well,
and that's saying a lot.
We've been pretty consistent at the regional, national level since 2009. It's just been a privilege and honor, quite frankly, to work with so many great guys, great staff led by Coach Bruce Cameron, Coach Nick Spores. We've added some new guys, Matt Copley, Chris Jenkins is back, and one of our former players, Wyatt Potter. But the whole key in the equation are the young men that we have in our program. They get it done in the classroom first. They're very active in the community. They have a passion for the game of baseball, and they play the game the right way.
It's pretty obvious from my standpoint, doing this a long time, when you hit the recruiting trail, you hit it hard. And you're not getting the regular Division III student athlete. You're obviously getting either a 1 or a 2 as opposed to Division III, and that's huge for you guys. And
that's a great credit to our staff, and it's also a huge credit to the guys we have in our program. They play a huge role in it, and we're very unique. We're going to play a 40-game schedule, but we'll also play 28 developmental games. So what we try to do, instead of counting on freshmen to come in and play right away, is to get them 80 at-bats, 90 at-bats against premier JUCOs, get guys innings, and not only are we trying to win games at the varsity level, but develop guys with our developmental program by playing 28 games. And I think that's very attractive to a young man that's graduating high school. For example, let's say you were a middle infielder and you'd be behind Frankie Ritter, who was runner-up for Gold Glove Division III baseball. Kyle Lisa, who played second, hit 12 home runs, drove in 65. Well, what's going to happen, like we have 2 young guys this year, they'll back those guys up, but they'll also get to play a lot. So that's been one of the key components for our development of our players. You don't get any better at this game sitting and watching.
Speaking of getting it done very high level, I'm going to share with the fans that may not know this. If you've not stepped foot in this building or over on the baseball field that y'all play on, I've been doing this a long time, professional baseball, high-level college. This rivals any Division I facility in the country.
The playing surface that we play on now is the best I've been on in my 36 years of coaching. Once we get everything else done, such as our locker rooms for baseball and softball, we need to get a barn over our batting cages. We get our new LED sports lighting. It's going to be one of the premier facilities, not only in Division III, but in Division I in the state. There was a study done. They ranked our playing surface 4th in Division III baseball, and that's pretty cool. And when you walk into an arena like this, and I've been here 20 years, so it was a lot of fun in Shingleton. It was a lot of fun at the old Bridgeforth. But both facilities, I tell people I looked pretty good 30 years ago.
Now, Coach, I got to ask you, you're on the recruiting trail, right, year in, year out. The level of baseball in the Commonwealth, you've got VCU, Richmond, William & Mary, UVA, my goodness, they're perennially in it. Tech, they're always in the NCAA tournament at the D1 level. How do you recruit against that and have the success that you're having?
Well, we sell the university. President Fitzsimmons, who's very dynamic, a great leader, the academic programs that we have, it's all about finding the right fit, and it has to be academic first, and we really push our academics. So we're going after young men that are 3.5, 3.6 and above. The next thing is socially. Do they want to be a number at a large school, or do they want to have, for example, we sell the 1 to 14, professor to student ratio. So we're attracting an upper echelon. And after that, we just try to find guys that have a passion for the game of baseball, that want to develop, that don't already have all the answers. And we've been very fortunate to land some top guys that, have materialized. We've put more guys out in professional baseball than most Division IIIs in the country. And in the last 6 years, we have the most wins in Division III baseball. We're still trying to get to that national championship. I know that's a goal that this club has. We have 25 seniors and postgraduates that are pretty special young men, and they're very goal-oriented as people, as students, and players.
Well, and coming off of last year as well, right? They definitely want to get back to that point and beyond, for sure.
What a year it was. We still have a bad taste in our mouth getting beat in the regional championship. We had a 6-0 lead, and we didn't finish it. We'll look back in 5 or 6 years about a pretty special year when you go 37-12 and you're not happy. That says a little bit about the program. Our strength of schedule, for example, 390 Division III teams. Our strength of schedule is 14th in the country. This year we'll have 22 ODAC games, which means you have 18 non-conference games. Of our 18 non-conference, the winning percentage of our opponents is .613, and of those 18 games, 9 of those teams played in the NCAA regionals last year. So when we're playing, not only in the highly competitive ODAC, where a lot of people rank it first, second, or third in the country, our non-conference schedule is extremely tough.
Not to take anything away from Widener, out of the MAC. I know them very, very well. But that second series in February against Misericordia, that's huge.
Yeah, I mean, you can go right on down the line. Misericordia is a perennial power. Lebanon Valley was in regionals, Mary Mountain regionals, Mount Aloysius regionals, and then we have the Mr. V Classic. We run a tournament the first weekend in March in honor of Mr. Simon Valinsky, who coached with us for 15 years. And we have Cortland, who will be in the top 10 coming in, Oswego, who will be in the top 15 coming in Susquehanna. And then after that, we play Salisbury, who were national runner-ups. So there's not a day off in our schedule.
So what you're saying is you're ducking competition, Coach, right? My goodness.
And it's fun. I talked to a lot of our other coaches, and there's 5 levels in a program. You got to get started. You got to get competitive. Then you start winning. And then when you can start winning championships, you try to schedule accordingly to where you are in that matrix. And we're trying to maintain that regional and national level. So if you're going to do that, you want to play the best competition that you can find.
I cannot thank you enough for taking the time tonight. Looking forward to many, many more visits. Yep. And I know it says February, but it is a spring sport. Baseball is a spring sport.
Yep, that is very true. Our first practice is January 23rd. It'll be a nice, balmy 40 degrees. But I can't say enough, President Fitzsimmons, the Board of Trustees, for not letting the project for baseball and softball, pass by the wayside. When COVID hit and a lot of things changed, money was tight, President Fitzsimmons and the board, they were determined to make this happen. And now we owe it to those folks to put a great product on the field. And I think come out and see us play this year and the competition that we're playing. There will be some good baseball.
Appreciate the time. Looking forward to the next visit.
Yes, thank you very much.
Head baseball coach Kevin Anderson. We're back after a 60-second timeout. We'll recap the first half, get you set for the second half next on the SU Hornet Sports Network. Back court side of the James R. Wilkins Jr. Athletic and Events Center, campus of Shenandoah University. We're at the half. 45-22, Hornets had the better of it. I mean, the score tells you the story, folks. 28-9 rebound margin for Shenandoah. They forced 8 turnovers, turned it over 7 times themselves, 9 assists on 19 made field goals, 2 assists on 8 made field goals for the Royals. Royals moving left to right toward their bench in the second half. And a turnover on the first possession of the second half. So Kimball's got the handle through the jump circle, now to the forecourt. Step left 3 is on the way. Rim glass, no. And the rebound comes down to Redford. She'll run it back top side of the right. Now for Washington. Washington between the rings. Bounce it high right. Coming to a screeching halt is Redfern. Reverse it off far side left to Moore. Now for Washington. On the catch, Glimpf. Line, lane, Moore into traffic. On the reversal, it goes into the backcourt, and it's over and back. And that pass came with 5 seconds on the shot clock. So even if they came up with it, they'd have to sprint it back 30-plus feet to even get a half-decent look. Hornets up 45-22. Post-entry feed to Campbell. Catches on the near block. Missed everything. Tried to adjust to the defender on her right hip and missed it. And then I believe a foul is called on the offensive rebound attempt. Williams with her second. Glimpf for the catch. Now between the rings to Moore. Back to Glimpf, picked off by Green. She'll sprint it back the other way, going right to left. Stops on a dime, glass and good. Green now with 12. 47-22. Hornets with the lead. Out of the corner, 3 is on the way, and it's good. That's a huge answer for Lauren Moore. She now is in double figures with 10. Campbell answers with a 2 of her own. She's got 10. Makes it 49-25 as we trade baskets. Line drive, 3 up the left wing. No good, out of the hand of Moore. Offensive rebound run down by Washington. Feeds it top side left. Now for Hamlet. She turned it over. Williams on the sprint back. Left of the lane. Reverse it off right side. Step in from 20. Rim no. And it's last touch by whom? SU last to touch it before it went out of bounds. On the bounce now, Washington. Takes it top side of the right. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Washington, and Campbell reaches. And is she going to get called for the block? Yes. There was contact on the body. That's her first. First free throw is good. Washington now with 4. Second attempt. Front of the rim, no good. Campbell the rebound. Was she bumped or did she travel? And it's Hamlet with the foul. That's her first. That keeps it 49-26. SU with the lead. Check the foul. They give it to Redfern. That's her third. Kick out top side left. Williams wants a three. Rim it lipped out. Tracking down the loose ball was Moore, but it's last touched by Williams out of bounds. Here comes Jada Jones back for the Royals. Moore will take his seat as Lucas re-enters. Lucas ran all the way down the floor and came back to the scorer's table. They almost had 6 on the floor. Ball is kicked with 24 seconds on the shot clock. 49-26, SU with the lead. Now she can check in. Campbell's coming off, replaced by Shepos. Glimpf checks out for the Royals. On the catch, head of the key, Williams. Far side of the right. A three ball is on the way, and it's good for Green. 52-26 Hornets. Well on their way to getting back in the win column after dropping their last 2 contests. Line, lane, fighting it up was Hamlet. Had it blocked, got it back again, and she's fouled. Line to the right. Hamlet unable to connect on the front end of 2 with 6:21 to go in the third. Second one's on the way. It's good. Hamlet split a pair. That makes it 52-27. Williams gives it up near side left. Kristofiak gave it up far side of the right to Green. She'll get it back. Now Green high right with 10 to go. Line, lane, left-hand runner, left it short. And the defensive rebound corralled by Redfern. Outlet now for Washington. Head of the key to the free throw line. Throws it back door, and it got blocked. Williams came up with that loose ball. It was intended for Jones. Between the rings now. It's going to be Kimball off that right side. Post-entry feed, and she got bumped out of bounds. Did Kristofiak on that catch. .5:21 to go in the third. Kimball checks out, replaced by Zoe Starr. On the catch, high right, Green. Trying to turn left, spins back right, loose ball on the floor. They get tied up, and the arrow will keep it with the Hornets. 14 seconds on that shot clock. And off the inbound, a whistle, and I believe a hold is going to get called on the Royals. Jones with her second. Lob to the far block. That's a tough catch for Shepos. Green ends up at the top side of the right. 9 to shoot. The floater on the way, just inside the free throw line. Rim no. Washington sprints it back. Left of the lane and backs it out. Now between the rings. On the bounce, coming left to right, and cut off was Lucas. Skip to the left corner. The three is on the way. That's good. Redfern now in double figures with 10. Make it 52-29, and a great answer by the Hornets. Krystowiak now with 7 in this game. .4:10 to go in the third. A 3-ball for Redfern again. She's got 13. Near side left, Krystowiak. Steps right now between the rings. The feed to Green. And we're going the other way in an offensive foul call against SU. That brings us to a timeout on the floor. 3:41 to go in the third. It's now Shenandoah 55. Eastern Mennonite 32. We're back after this 60-second timeout on the network. .55-32, SU with the lead as the Royals enter the forecourt going left to right. Redfern feeling it here in the third quarter. The three comes long into the hands of Green. Green approaches head of the key. Hands it off between the rings now. Krystowiak, and I believe she wanted to go left with that pass, and it went right out of bounds. Top side right, Washington with the handle. On the bounce coming left. Hands it off high left. Now for Lucas. And that jump shot went across the back plate and off. Into traffic. That ball got knocked away from the Hornets. Here comes Hamlet. Crosses over. Line lane goes left hand too strong. Front of the rim, no good. Shippos the rebound. 2.5 to go in the third. Star on the bounce high right. Krystowiak near side left. Back around the horn to Rooklyn. Right side now to Star. 9 to shoot. Ball came free. It's going to the far sideline and out of bounds with 5 to shoot. Last touch by the Royals. Star between the rings. 3 down to 2. Got turned around at the right elbow and turned it over. Shot clock horn went off. It didn't matter. It was coming the other way. Washington coast to coast. Off the glass, no good. Now the other way. Rooklyn slows everything down. Hands it off high right to Star. Back to Kostroviak, far side of the right. Green on the catch. A turnaround from the free throw line extended. Rim no for Shepos. 95 seconds to go in the third. 55-32. SU with the lead. Deep three, right side. Splash it down for Lucas. Makes it 55-35 Hornets. 80 seconds to go in the third. On the post-entry catch, far side of the lane, Brooklyn was fouled from behind. And if it's Redfern, that's her fourth. It is. .22 to shoot off the inbound. Right of the lane feed. Now bounce it off to the free throw line. The face-up trickles across the iron and off. On the Brooklyn attempt, here comes Washington the other way. On the bounce left of the lane, uses the rim as a protector. Goes under the basket and scores with the right hand. She's got 6. 55-37. SU with the lead. Maxon's got it. Now to Brooklyn. 15 to shoot. 48 seconds and counting here in the third. Turning left. Starr had it. Knocked away. 10 to shoot. She's got a great screen coming left. On the bounce, going strong to the rack was Kimball. Came up empty. Washington's got it. Now for Hamlet, high right. Around the horn it goes. Glimpf got a touch. They'll post up Hamlet in the lane. Back out to Glimpf. Her three off the right side. Missed everything. Came up well short. Kimball the other way, shot clock turned off, final 8 seconds of the third. Takes it right. No look feed into the lane, and finishing with the face-up jumper is Brooklyn to close the third. 57-37. Shenandoah leads Eastern Mennonite heading to the fourth quarter. We're back after a 60-second timeout on the SU Hornet Sports Network.